Hello, boys and girls. I'm Eric.
I'm Don.
We are D&D Miniature and War Games. Don, what have you brought over here tonight?
I have brought us on a journey to the Forbidden Fortress. Shadows of Brimstone Forbidden Fortress is their third core set game. It just came out in retail.
Oh my god, that is heavy.
I told you it was heavy.
It's heavy.
I'm going to open it up. I backed this on Kickstarter, but I failed my willpower save. And I bought this at retail. Because I can't wait anymore. I got to have it. I'll fix it.
I'll get some ice back out for you.
Alright.
Now, Don, who is Shadows of Brimstone by?
Flying Frog Productions.
Okay. That is a lot of stuff just looking at it right off the rip.
Yeah, it is. Plastic miniatures. You will have to put these together. For some people, that's a hindrance. If that's the case, this is not the game for you. But for some of us, we love this stuff.
Well, let's see. I have $1,600 worth of Warpath and Dead Zone stuff over there.
Yeah, that would be us. Here we go. Instructions on how to put stuff together.
Alright, so we got the first rule book already.
Yep.
Now, I'm familiar with their rule books. They're usually got a lot of descriptive pictures to them, but there's a lot of text.
Yep, all your rules will be in there. And then there's the adventure book, which is going to have the rules on leveling up your characters and the missions that you can play.
Because in this game, if I remember, because you brought it over one time and introduced me to it, and you can play single missions, or you can play campaigns where your characters level up and actually get better as you're going.
Yes.
Okay.
And this, in general, you can play 1 to 6 players. You can play it solo. It actually plays really well solo. If I'm going to play a game by myself, it's probably going to be this one.
So are these the different...
Yes, those are the different locations you can go to in town. In between missions, you'll go into a town, and you have all your different locations that are covered in these handy sheets here. Now, each core set, this is the third one, each core set will have 4 different characters that you can play. So if you can do up to 6 players, but you can't do that with a single core set. You will have to buy another set to get more than 4 players. It comes with 4.
So they give you plenty of 6-sided die, and
Yes.
then you've got your 8-sided, and you've got your funky die.
Yeah, this is it's called the Peril dice.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from 3 to 6.
Yeah.
And then I think 3 and 4 is repeated on it.
Yeah.
You basically you'll get a higher roll.
And as always,
Soundtrack. I really like the soundtrack that was in the original Brimstone. I'm looking forward to this one. I actually got to talk at Gen Con, not this past one, the year before. I think her name is Mary. She does the soundtracks for them. And I told her how much I like the original and that I was really looking forward to the new one, and don't mess it up, Professor. You have cards here for your different enemies, your basic enemies, and this is actually supposedly like a mini boss. This could be, and then here's your epic threat. Your boss is a living statue. These are just tokens in here, the acid blobs, but there will be miniatures out for them later. They usually have like token replacement stuff, like Fantasy Flight's good about doing that sort of thing. You'll probably have to go to their website to get any of the token replacement stuff.
which you've done in the past with Shadows
Oh, I
of Brimstone
definitely
stuff.
have, yes. Alright, and then you'll have the 4 characters that come in this are the Traveling Monk, Samurai Warrior, the Assassin, and the Sorceress. And if you flip it over, you'll have the other gender version of the same character. There's no difference in
Now,
the two.
do you have the
It's
male and
just
the
the
female
gender.
in the game?
No, it does not come with the other gender.
Okay.
It will. There is a pack that has the opposite gender in it.
And that is available with the Kickstarter, right?
Yes, that comes with the Kickstarter. It was available. I think they had it at Gen Con for sale, and they were plastic this time instead of resin. So that's good.
So, let's look at these the tokens and the map packs, because these are some big sheets.
Yes, they are.
So what I'm going to do is just set it off to the side and bring them in. Now these are obviously the acid blobs tokens that you're talking about.
there's the acid blobs.
And then you get your wounds and your sanity, and these are double-sided. And you got your death track, which if I remember, you have a resin thing for this, right?
Yes, I do. And they actually have another resin one available now that's in this style as opposed to the original. I haven't picked that one up yet.
And then you got your first part of your map that you can have, and obviously your first player token.
No, actually, there's one of these in every one that they do.
Oh, is there?
It's a frog in whatever like genre the game is in. They'll have that. It's just like a little bonus thing they put in there.
Now, if I remember correctly, the lanterns, because some areas are dark and some are lit. Is that what it is? Because it's caverns, right?
Actually, no. These are fortresses.
These are fortresses. Okay.
Fortresses that are abandoned. I'm not sure what these particular lanterns are. You will have a lantern card that one of the characters will have to carry, and he's the person who holds back the darkness, which it kind of acts as like a timer for the game.
Who all played? Was it you and I and Glenda played this that time?
I think so.
And I know we've kicked around doing a playthrough. I know we have.
We probably have. And these are double-sided. This is the fortress tiles here, which takes place like the mine or was the old one. And then this is the belly of the beast. Basically, this is the other world for this this particular set. You basically get teleported into the inside of some really large creature of some sort. Think Empire Strikes Back. Let's go with the big worm.
Yeah, they have. It's very. The artwork is very well done. But then this particular company, I've always been really happy with the games I have. And they just, the cuts on them, the die cuts, are just great. Because you know, as I'm just holding these things and they're already starting to pop out.
Yeah.
Alright, so you want to talk about the cards?
There's a lot of cards. There's so many cards in this game.
There you go.
Alright, what do we have here?
And if you flip them straight down, then people can see what we're looking at.
You'll have reference cards. There is a lot of rules, but like if you have something, instead of looking it up, you'll usually have like a reference card that has the rules on it that'll help, keep things sped up. It's basically a frequently asked question in the form of a card. Alright. Let's see, here's your first set. You have starting gear. These are generally equipment that the characters will start with, and it'll say on the character card what it comes with. Like here's your lantern. Someone will have to take that. Samurai armor, katana, helmet, ninja, shuriken, pair of sai. And this is fully compatible with the Old West Shadows of Brimstone, and you can mix them together. And I have seen in the rulebook that you get online, which is basically the same one that came with this game, they have rules for combining the two together. Alright, here's the map deck for the Belly of the Beast. You'll go into a new room and
it shows you what passage or what room you get.
Yeah.
See, I remember.
You remember? And then here's your Otherworld threat cards for the Belly of the Beast. Artifact cards for the Belly of the Beast. This is a new thing, passage encounters. So I guess you have something to do in the passages, which are usually kind of short. And here's your regular encounter cards. Let's see what we got next. Personal items. When you make up your character, you'll take this deck of personal items. You'll shuffle it up, and then each person will get one of these. And this is an item that your character will always have. They can't lose it or sell it or anything like that. And
because at the end of each scenario, if you're playing campaign, you can actually sell things that you found. Right?
Yes, you sell them in town and stuff.
And then you can buy other stuff, I think, or you keep the money.
Oh yeah, you buy other stuff too. Here's a lotus flower, +1 agility. Once per adventure, fully heal your health. That's pretty good. There's one that's +1 max grit. Grit is like a reroll that you could use, and it's very.
You already went through these ones, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so. There's one +1 streak, +1 cunning, spirit, luck. Once per adventure, fully heal your sanity and recover 1 grit. Some more. Yeah, these are pretty good. That's over there. And then here's the map deck for the Forbidden Fortress. And then encounters for the Forbidden Fortress.
You know, the funny thing is that you always ask me why I haven't bought this because I actually like it. And what's my answer always? Because you have everything, just bring it over sometime.
Yeah, I think I do have. I have just about everything. Here's your basic gear cards. Bandages. Flintlock pistol. Potions.
Well, you know, realistically, if we can actually pull off the every Friday night pretty soon, we'll actually need other stuff to do playthroughs on.
Mm-hmm. I'm still kicking around the idea in my head that D-Vang is a guy on YouTube who does a solo playthrough for Shadows of Brimstone, and I'm a big fan of his, and part of me really wants to do something like that at some point. Not soon, but, you know, maybe. Maybe we might do that one day.
Well, we would love to stick it up on the channel.
Yeah, that's where it would go. Okay, and then each character class has about 3 of these cards here. So when you're making up your character, you'll get to, it's not random, you'll get to pick one of these to have as an extra ability or whatever for your character to customize it. You stick with this card forever. You're stuck with it forever. You'll never get the other 2. So make a decision. And
well,
you
unless you just play it scenario based and mission based instead of
well, I mean, yeah,
a big campaign. Yeah.
If you're going to keep your character. But that's how that works. The sorcerer seems to have 4. I wonder what that is. Oh, okay. It's basically like a. There's one that she always gets, so she'll get this one plus one of these. That's why there's 4.
Because she's sorceress.
Because she's a sorceress. Normally there's only 3 to pick from. Let's see. There's the glowing red cards, which are generally pretty bad. When these come up, you'll put them to the side, and then at the end of the adventure, when you fight your big bad or whatever, you'll start pulling these out, and bad things will happen. The darkness moves forward.
If I remember correctly, this is the game that you need the great big card rack for.
Yes, I do have a great big card rack, and it's still not enough to hold all the cards. No, you haven't gone through those yet. And here are the darkness cards. These come up as you're playing. They're not good either. They're usually not as bad as the Growing Dread cards, but they'll go into play when they come up, whereas the Growing Dread comes up at the end.
Fantastic artwork, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The artwork is great. These are scavenge cards. Basically, you can do this just about anywhere in the game. You can do that once per thing. About 1/3 of those are good, 1/3 of those are nothing, and 1/3 of those are bad.
And you can only do it once.
Per each tile.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah. And then here's your loot cards.
Because you know it's all kind of coming back.
Okay.
Not that I could, outright play it by myself. Because we only did it that one time, I think.
Yeah. And then they have some trait cards, which is kind of a newer thing they've been doing.
This is the one that you had the poker chips with, right?
Yeah, yeah. That was something that I had for my stuff. It wasn't like an official thing for it. Basically, kind of like the same way you customize your character, these help customize the enemies. They don't always come up. They do. Let's see. Then we have our different levels of threat. Hold on, wait, put it back. Not done yet. Hold on. Where are you going?
Stop. We're on the clock.
Okay, these are your basic. These are your levels of threat: low, medium, high, and epic. Low, you pull from the low threats when you have 1 to 2 players. Medium 3 to 4, high threat 5 to 6, and then epic is your final boss fight at the end. And then you have things like 1 Oni and 2 Tengu.
So if you're not feeling challenged and you're only playing like 2 players, you could go with the medium deck instead of the low deck.
Yeah,
and die quickly, probably, right?
Probably, maybe. Okay. And what else we got? Elemental magic. This is for your sorcerer. Fire, water, wind, earth. Samurai battle tactics. Ninja clans for the ninja. Here are your side bags. You put tokens in there. Your world cards. When you step through a portal, or when a portal opens up, you pull one of these cards to see where it goes. And then they have one here for the mines for the original game. Belly of the Beast and the Forbidden Fortress.
So what's the side bag?
Your tokens, like you have here, that you put, you can put up to 5 of them in your side bag. Things like, there's a different name for them in this one, but like whiskey and bandages and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wanted to get back to the miniatures a little bit. Maybe take a look at them and start talking about them a little. I notice you're already starting to dig them out.
Yeah. They have definitely improved. The first 2 core sets, the characters in that, the detail was a little soft. They have definitely improved. These look good.
Now, does this have monstrous creatures, or does that come with the expansions? Because like you had the great big, we did the unboxing, the great big thing.
Oh yeah, it does come with one. The living statue is in this one. That's your boss for the end. That's your epic threat. And you see these are plastic, they're on a frame, so that means that plastic glue should work fine with these. As soon as we get done with this, I'm going to have to start gluing some of this stuff together so that you can see them rotating at the bottom of your screen.
We don't do the bottoms anymore.
You take it the whole screen?
Yeah, we take the whole screen.
Oh, okay.
I will get a new editing tool one day where we can do, 2 screens, and it looks like normal.
Give me more. Alright, here's our mini boss. I'm looking forward to that one. Okay, here's our epic threat. Here's the living statue. That's it right there.
Oh, actually, it's pretty decent size. What is that, 50 millimeter base?
I think so.
You're going to be doing a lot of gluing here in a little bit.
Yep, I brought my glue.
I don't think we're going to get to the Star Wars expansions.
I don't know.
It's okay, I'll give Glenn and I something to do.
Here's your characters that you play as.
All on one sprue.
Yep. Here's your Tigo, your little flying guys. There.
Oh, that's yeah. Shadows of Brimstone, Forbidden Fortress.
I'm very excited. Hey Eric, why don't you go cut off the camera and then I'm going to start putting these together. And I'm really looking forward to putting them together.
Hey guys, make sure also support your local gaming. We support Discover Games, Fayetteville, Georgia. I'm not sure where Dawn bought this at. Gigabytes?
No, Cool Stuff Inc.
Oh, you got it online. Don didn't support his local gaming store. He went online. As always, guys, game on.
Don't judge me! I didn't know they had it in stock at Discover. I'm so sorry.
Game on, guys.
Bye!